Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. This reading will be for Taurus and all Taurus placements found within your birth chart or wherever you have second house influence in your chart. If you don't know what any of those placements are, just know that I offer one-on-one birth chart readings where we dive into the archetypes hidden within your birth chart. You get pre-recorded private video to reflect on, birth chart notes, and also a full tarot spread. So if you're interested in that, you can find my information below. I'm offering 40% off all my relationship synastry chart readings till February 14th for Valentine's Day. So also find my information below if you want to set that up, send me an email. Synastry readings are such a great tool for relationships of all kinds, even family, friends. So I highly encourage you to take advantage of this short window of time sale. It makes a great gift if you're thinking about that special someone this Valentine's Day. For this reading, Taurus, we will talk about astrology specifically for your sun and ascendant sign. Tarot oracle messages, and I'm trying a new format this month where I'm doing a separate love reading, and you can find that link in the description box below, as well as the extended readings on Patreon. So go follow me over there for more content. So Taurus, so we are in Aquarius season. Aquarius has taken the spotlight, especially with this massive Pluto transit into Aquarius. And I'll be focusing in on that specifically and what it means for you. Aquarius energy is innovative, provocative, and it's guiding us into our fullest expression of self. Not only on a personal level, but on a macro level, we are seeing this deep need for equality and solidarity for all walks of life. We are stepping through the threshold of this age of Aquarius, and it's all about unconventional, open-minded, forward thinking. Aquarius strips away the labels and stereotypes and dares us to see beyond them. Now, Taurus, let's get into your February forecast. Hi, Taurus, and welcome to your February forecast. Welcome to this Pluto transit, right? The whole collective is experiencing this Pluto energy on all different wavelengths, right? But as a collective, we are moving into this new era, end of an era for you, really. I feel like there's a lot of correlation here with before eclipse season, which was your September, October readings. You can check back to those readings on my channel if you haven't watched those. But there's a direct correlation here. You know, the lunar nodes shifted out of your sign. We had those eclipses in October, and now we have this Pluto transit, which again is impacting every sign, but it has a different taste and flavor, right? A different profile. Jupiter has also been in your sign and will continue to be in your sign until May 25th to be precise, till it goes into Gemini. So I feel like Taurus has been helping you transition and move through some of the intensity with this spotlight effect that's been on you the last couple of years. And again, this Pluto transit, it doesn't change very often. You know, it moves retrograde and goes direct, but now it's officially entering into Aquarius, and it will do a dance into Pluto at the end of 2024. So I will be talking about Pluto in Capricorn and Pluto in Aquarius, because I feel like these energies are still gaining momentum, and it's good to have some clarity on both houses. Pluto talks about how we deal with crisis, right? It's Plutonic energy, it's Scorpio energy, it's about rebirth, you know. So for you, again, I feel like this is nothing new. This is not new territory. It's just a deepening. So Pluto in Capricorn, which it has been, right? It's been in your 9th house. So, you know, the last 20 years, depending on how old you are, you can think about the different flavors and tastes that you've experienced. 9th house is all about travel, It's all about gaining some higher levels of perspective. This is Sagittarius Jupiter energy. So this is why I mentioned that Taurus and Jupiter and how it's been highly influential for you, no matter where you are on your timeline. You know, it might look different for someone that's older or younger, depending on the kind of life experience. But the ninth house is all about experience, different walks of life, different tastes for life, different viewpoints. This is about expansion. This is about knowledge. This is about spirituality. So it has been where you've been, right? So now that Pluto's into Aquarius, it's highlighting your 10th house, which is our midheaven. This is our achievements. This is how we lead. This is our soul's mission, our soul's purpose, right? So the 10th house, for me as an astrologer, I feel like, you know, and I'm also offering birth chart readings if you want to take advantage of this sale, to get to know some of these placements that are influencing the 10th house. So our North Node, our first Saturn return are like markers, I believe. And usually it's after our first Saturn return, usually around 20 to 30 years old, where we experience that first shift, major shift in astrology, and then we kind of gradually move into our North Node. And again, there's always free will with tarot, with astrology, right? There, you know, people call it destined or destination points, right, in the chart. And some may say that things are just destined, but I do always believe that there's free will. We are sovereign beings, and we can repeat karmic lessons, past life lessons, and not choose to evolve, right? So there's always this peaking or like this nudge, right, from the universe, I believe, like guiding us. There's a guiding system, especially if we are intuitive beings and we're connecting in. And most people that watch my readings are. So I do believe that you are in touch with yourself in some shape or form, or you're aspiring to be if you're watching tarot. So in that sense, Taurus, again, there's this end of era for you. Like you're maybe honestly entering into a completely new career. The 10th house is about honoring where you've come and looking towards the horizon at new perspectives. This is Capricorn energy. This is like being our own boss. And you're going to be tested with how you lead. So some of the questions that I have for you, especially for 2024, is what makes a good leader, right? And how can you be that person, even if you aren't leading a huge squad, or like you're not like your own boss or whatever? How are you leading your friendships? How are you leading in love? You know, how are you showing up in the world? This 10th house is really asking you to show up, you know, especially this Aquarius energy is all about our authenticity, our full expression, our quirks, our kinks, our weirdness, and how it can shine, right? And we all have a place at the table with Aquarius energy. So it's very innovative, it's very thought-provoking, and it's like questioning some old beliefs even. So that's that Pluto transit kind of summed up in 5 minutes. Again, if you want to go deeper with me, I do birth chart readings and private readings, so you can find my information below. Because depending on your birth chart, you could have certain aspects that are highlighting your 10th house. So this could be even deepening an understanding for you once you look into your birth chart, okay? So, new moon in Aquarius on February 9th, 10th house, right? Another spotlight on this 10th house. Full moon in Virgo on February 24th in your 5th house. So 5th house is Leo energy. There's a lot of this fixed energy, you know, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, all very fixed. Interesting. The thing with the 5th house, this is about entertainment, indulgences, you know, some could say sex, drugs, money, rock and roll. You know, the downside of the 5th house is like gambling, addictions, you know, overindulgence that we can find in the 5th house. So that's one aspect of it. But again, the other side of the 5th house is entertainment, the thrill, the passion that we find in life, the creative juices that get us going and flowing. So these are going to be some of the main focuses for you around this full moon. What I'm hearing is, how can you bring joy into your life? Again, 5th house is Leo energy. It's heart-centered. We have, again, Mars in Capricorn, and then we have Venus in Capricorn for most of the month, and then also Mercury in Aquarius. So still feeling that 9th and 10th house influence even stronger, right? We're experiencing a lot of this flow within astrology right now, where there's a lot of like the signs are kind of lining up, and so there's even more influence for each sign when it comes to this Pluto transit, right? And these houses, this house system. All right, let's get into your reading here. Just know that this month, I did mention earlier, I am doing a love reading in a separate video link. So you can find that link below. I highly encourage you to watch both, you know, but if you're not being guided towards a love reading, then don't bother. All right, Taurus, the Taurus collective. What do they need to know in regards to this Pluto transit, you know, in just February? What's going on for the Taurus collective? What do we have here? I'm pulling from the Empathic Oracle. Yeah. Mountains and light at the end of the tunnel. See, this is like, sums up a lot of your energy, you know, that you've been experiencing. Monumental shifts, you know, moving mountains, changing directions, course correction, timelines here. Letting go of this predator. This is predator energies in reverse. So when I think of the predator card, I think of predator-prey dynamics and, you know, the natural symbiosis in nature and how that's reflected. You know, the circle of life and how all things kind of simultaneously work together. And the predator card in reverse is reminding me to be humble. This humbleness here with this course correction. And the light at the end of the tunnel is like this optimism, this hope. Because in the mountain card, you know, the sun is out here. The sun is out. It just depends on your viewpoint, right? Your perspective. You know, if you were to climb that mountain, all those clouds would be cleared, right? Depending on the elevation. Or vice versa, right? So this is all about perspective is what I'm seeing here. What else do we have for Taurus? Clearing. Root. Yeah, so you've been doing a lot of like a cord cutting, I'm hearing here, with the clearing of root chakra, letting go of outdated timelines, people, places, things, etc. End of an era, right? It's like shedding skin, how you've managed and dealt with crisis up until this moment, and practicing gratitude also for that, Taurus. Making space is also what I'm seeing here with the root and clearing card. Rooting yourself. There's a lot of like forest cards here because the root chakra shows the tree, and then you got the mountains. You know, we have nature showing up in this card, you know, the sun, the clouds. So I feel like getting out in nature is highly beneficial for you. This is how you clear. This is how you root yourself down. Okay, let's pull from the wisdom of the Oracle for Taurus. Building blocks just popped out here. Yeah, I'm getting like Knight of Pentacles energy. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, this is not a race to the finish line. This is slow progression. You know, this is acclimating with the mountains card. You know, when you gain certain elevation, you know, your ears, you can get headache. So I feel like for you, this is all about acclimating to something, some sort of changes for you. Building blocks here. It's number 28. It breaks down to a 10, which is relatable to a new beginning, right? 10s, 1, Again, the circle of life, I'm getting that reference again. The Lion King. That song, so corny. It's like stuck in my head right now. I'm not gonna start singing that to you. Oh my God. Anyway, let's pull another card here. So that can also represent cycles. Let's see. Truth be told. So something is not for you. Not for you. And this could be many different things, right? This doesn't have to just be a relationship. This can be something that you came to an awareness around to, truth be told, that something just wasn't for you. And now you are moving in a new direction here. You're moving towards something that is fulfilling. Again, 10th house in Aquarius. I mean, Pluto in your 10th house in Aquarius. This is about, again, our destiny, our soul's mission, our soul's purpose. And I talked about this with Aries. You might want to watch Aries reading if you have Aries in your chart, because they are moving out of the 10th house. So they have learned a lot through their achievements. So this could also be, if you have Aries in your chart, this could be even more meaningful for you, is what I'm hearing. What I was telling Aries was that it doesn't have to be something that you necessarily are monetizing off of, right? This is just something that you feel within your soul. It could literally be, it doesn't have to just be career. It could literally be taking on some sort of creative project, hobby, a skill that you are, expanding on. The 9th house that you've been in with this Pluto in the 9th house is all about expanding, learning a new skill, developing a skill set, and then applying it, application, right? So the 10th house is about application, but I do feel like you still are deepening your understanding through the 10th house of what it is that you're here to do and what's fulfilling, right? Because we can do a lot of things. Taurus, you can do a lot of things, but are you happy doing them? That's what's happening here. Not for you. What's not for you? What are you like, oh my God, why am I building on this foundation? It's faulty. And don't beat yourself up about, maybe false starts is what I'm hearing, or investments that turned sour. All of this has deepened your understanding and prepared you for this transit that we're experiencing now, right? Deepening your understanding of who you are. You have to go through the trials and tribulations, the ups, the downs. All right, let's see here. Taurus, the Taurus collective, what do we have for them? Guides, angels, allies, what do we have for the Taurus collective for February? Please show me what I need to see for Taurus. For Taurus, please show me what I need to see for the Taurus collective. Taurus. You're being so still. There's a stillness to your energy. Taurus. Okay, one more please for Taurus. Taurus collective, please show me what I need to see. Yeah, you could have to be relocating here. There's a lot of this clearing out. Clearing out. The Justice card's here, but it's in reverse. This is Sword. This is clearing out karmic debts. This is equality. This is Libra. This is balancing out the scales. This is Venusian energy. You and Libra both share this Venusian energy. You're clearing out this 5 of Pentacles here. This is some sort of financial burden, loss, feeling rejected in some way. Again, you're shifting timelines here. And when you shift timelines, there's these points of friction, you know, when I think of like sci-fi movies, when you watch like these movies that talk about like literally like time machines, time warp, you know, there's these points of friction. I just watched this really cool show and I'm forgetting the title, but it was really interesting how they illustrated jumping timelines. Like there was this woman that would go through this portal and it was so chaotic and like colors and intense and everything's blurred and skewed, you know, so it's almost like you've been through the portal. You're moving through a chariot here is what I'm hearing. But things can feel a little bit disoriented. You know, I'm also getting those references, you know, when people like get in like a time machine and they come out with like their hand or their arm coming out of their head, or, you know, like jokes like that, references like that. So there's a bit of humor here, feeling like what the F just happened. But it is about this alignment, building blocks here that's lining you up for something that's greater and better, that's in your truth, like a full expression of who you are. And you're like, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with things that are just not for me. There's this acceptance here, but I do think that you're still releasing some of that weight here. 10 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Pentacles is like, this is a slow start. I think that you are now building towards something greater. And it could be a really local community, like a small group of people, you know, not keeping it so large scale. I do see that you are building though and progressing here with the building blocks and the 3 of Pentacles. This is collaboration, but again, I think that it's small victories here. 6 of Wands in reverse. And I'm getting that reference of the time machine, you know, with the 6 of Wands in reverse. It's like, you know, you had to leave another timeline that you didn't feel was as victorious, right? There was nothing to celebrate there. Maybe you were trapped in your ego. You know, maybe you felt like you were a different person then with the 6 of Wands in reverse. Maybe you were celebrating different things, right? Different things held meaning to you on that other timeline, that other part of you, aspect of you. And now you're starting to see things in a different light. But there is still this like cognitive dissonance where it's like you're still catching up with yourself. Interesting reading, Taurus. Yeah, what movies, I'm being urged to ask you, what movies do you know when you think of like timelines or time jumps, like sci-fi movies, time machines? What comes to mind for you? Like when you imagine a time machine, what does it look like? And if you could also, I'm hearing, if you could get in that time machine and you could go anywhere, where would you go? That's a cool concept, isn't it? All right, let's see here. Let's pull from the Moonology. We're gonna wrap up this reading here. If you wanna follow me over to the love reading, of course, find that link below. And of course, follow me on Patreon. With my Patreon membership, we're growing slowly but surely. You get 20% off readings all the time, and you get access to all extended readings for all 12 signs. So if this resonates, go support your girl or get yourself a Synastry chart reading. Again, it doesn't have to be just for romantic readings. I've done Synastry readings for moms, dads, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, friends, your pet. No, that would be really interesting, actually, now that I think about it. Doing a Synastry reading with your pet. All right, Taurus. Let's see what we have to wrap up your beautiful February reading. Taurus. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Well, there you are in all your glory, Taurus. So the next Taurus full moon, you might want to check that out. Google it. There's something around that energy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be just that. It can literally just mean like again, you're starting to root yourself again. We did see the root chakra card. This is a lot of earth energy for you. So earth months are going to be very beneficial. So January was an earth month. We have May, your birth month. And then we have September. Those 3 months in particular. And interestingly enough, Pluto will go back into Capricorn in your 9th house around September. You might be traveling in September. Or maybe this is the dream that you're rooting. Maybe there's something that you're envisioning for September, is what I'm hearing. Like the end of the year. But you are building something right now. Again, building blocks. You're envisioning something. You're rooting yourself down. This is very much your energy, right? This earth quality that you have to you right now. Slow and steady wins the race. I keep hearing that Knight of Pentacles. Expect powerful change. So eclipse season is right around the corner. So there is some monumental pivotal shifts for everyone, right? With eclipses. Nothing that you can't handle, Taurus. All right, I hope to find you over for the love reading. If this is where we part, I'll see you next month. Bye for now.